Well, you're watching Multisports on the Gambia Radio and Television Services. I'm your host, Famara Baji. We are producing this edition for you from the Turkish city of Antalya, where the Scorpions of the Gambia are come for a week-long training as they intensify preparations ahead of the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. In this program, we'll hear from the players about their impression of the training camp. We'll also talk to the history-making Gambian coach Tom Sampey as to what he is doing to ensure that a return to the Africa Cup of Nations becomes a possibility. We'll hear from the team captain Omar Kohli as to what they are doing with regards to the preparation on the side of the players. In the second part of the program, we will also talk to the head of the delegation, Marcel Mendy, who is the executive director at the National Sports Council, about the commitment the government is putting in place to ensure that the Gambia return to the AFCON for the second successive time. We'll also hear from the manager of all the national teams from the Gambia Football Federation, Ibu Faye, as to what are the rules of the Gambia Football Federation when it comes to national teams. Yes, this is a special edition because we are producing it at a special ground. I'm going to start the program with the team captain and the head coach, and in the second half, part of the program, you can have other stakeholders. Yeah, Omar, maybe like to take the mic. For the first time, we are having you on Multisports. I am great, and I am very happy. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So we go to the coach himself. Tom is always, it's never boring when you have Tom on a platform. I mean, welcome to the Multisports for the first time.
Thank you very much, and also welcome in the camp in Antalya.
Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to start with you, Tom. I mean, tell us your impression about this training camp generally.
Yeah, first of all, as a national team coach, you have very limited time to work with your players. Since AFCON, we never had a training camp without qualifiers. So we had immediately the Chad matches and the Congo, Brazzaville, and South Sudan matches. September we had no camp, so I'm very happy that we finally can have a camp. Because after AFCON, several players stopped playing for the national team. Think about the likes of Pamadou Jang, about Ibrahim Sona, Mohamed Abai, Daoud Angdam. A lot of important players. Also some players are a long time out with injuries. Think about Ibrahim Darbo, Ibu Adams, Steve Trawali, and several other players. So we need these training camps to prepare a team, to find alternatives, to glue the team together, and to build on the future of Gambian football. So I'm very happy that we are here. We had some struggles because of new visa rules. Not all the players could arrive. Also, some players were stopped by their clubs because of this special FIFA date, where there's also a World Cup and some leagues can still play and demand the players to stay. But in general, I'm very happy. I'm very happy to see the players, and I'm very happy with the atmosphere and all the surroundings. So at the moment, I can't complain.
Yes, so when you look at these training camps, from a layman point of view, they will say maybe it's expensive because they don't understand. But as someone who is at top there, I mean, doing these things, very much involved in this, tell us the importance, because we know you organize a test game that when you play, probably when you win, there is something attached to it too. So tell us, why is it very much necessary for government to be funding, I mean, training camps for you people all the time?
Yeah, I think every football club in Gambia, a lot of fans are a fan of a European club and also their local clubs. All these teams, they train. They train in, day out. If it's Walidan, Real de Banjul, Liverpool or Manchester City, they train. They don't train only physically, but they also train to create tactics and to get a team together. We as national team, we have very limited time. Sometimes we have games 1 or 2 days after we meet, and so we have very little time to get the players playing as an automatism together. So we have to use these training camps for that. Secondly, as you mentioned already, every time you play games, you can improve your FIFA ranking, and a better FIFA ranking can help us in the future to have a better or easier opponents, to make the chances bigger to qualify for 2025 AFCON and maybe inshallah 2026 World Cup. So all these games are very important. And the price, naturally, life is expensive. But the reason also we go now to Turkey is because it's the cheapest solution for us, is the easiest possible looking to visas. And I know that several people would say why they don't come to Gambia, but in Gambia we don't have infrastructure currently to train and play on a certain level. We will have no opponents to meet in Gambia to play friendlies, and the flight tickets coming to Gambia are many times more expensive flying from Europe to Africa than staying in Europe with the majority of European-based players. So I think the cost of being in Turkey is almost equal or similar as when we go to Gambia. The only advantage is that we have here opponents to meet, and that's the priority. We want to play games. It's said we have only one game, but still better one game than no game.
Yes, so I'll go to Umar now. A team captain, I mean, as players, I mean, do you people see the need of all the time or during international window breaks, I mean, to come together as football players? You talk to each other about, I mean, what the plans you have, I mean, the commitments you should put in place, you know, to ensure that, I mean, you people maintain that top level people think, I mean, you should be. I mean, generally, your impression about this training camp and how do you see the importance of it?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, we don't play every day, you know, with the national team. So obviously, every international break, I mean, we always look forward to this because, you know, we are proud to represent the country. So obviously, and then it brings the team together, obviously. So, you know, it's always an honor, first of all, you know, for each and every one of us. And besides that, I mean, we like the coach said, we lost a lot of players, like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 players. So we need to bring the new players and the young ones together, so at least we can know, you know, what type of game plan we will use whenever we have a qualification game or whenever we have a game. So obviously, it's always important to have, I mean, training camps, so at least the group can get together, you know, we can do everything together, so at least to get used to each other. Because if you don't play for over 6 months or 7 months and then later on we have to play a qualifiers game, it's always difficult. So you could see the atmosphere, everyone is happy, we are training good, and you know, we have a nice hotel, the pitches, I mean, they are really good. So obviously, like the coach said, we didn't have any camp in September, so this camp is really important for us because we can prepare ourselves for the game against Mali, which is not an easy one. So obviously everyone is happy to be here, and sometimes it's not about the results, but you know, about bringing the team together, you know, to know the style of play and to get ready for our next opponent. So this camp, I mean, it means a lot to us because we haven't been together since our game against Congo, and most of the players left. You know, so obviously,
There seem to be nice food at this hotel. Do you like them?
yeah, of course, the hotel is wonderful. For me personally, I like the food. I've been here, I think almost every year I've been in Turkey here, so moreover, I like Antalya.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. We always want to be in Africa, but you know, it's better here with the infrastructure because you know it's always tough when we have to go back home to play, for example, a friendly game because the conditions are not, you know, are not. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a good choice to be here.
Yeah, so Tom, I mean, we understand and realize that you are on a journey. You are in the Gambia. You told people that you will qualify the Gambia to the Africa Cup of Nations. A lot of people doubt you. I mean, most of people were not seeing what I mean, you saw at the time. Now you are on another crusade to ensure that you return to the Africa Cup of Nations. What are some of the special preparations that you are doing to ensure that you make name for the country again and you make name for yourself?
First of all, I think it is not a given to qualify for AFCON. There are a lot of countries who will never go to a tournament and compete like us. Several countries went to AFCON but never won games, never reached second round or quarter final. One of my former national teams, Namibia, went 3 times to AFCON but never won a game. So I think if we really wrote history together, the whole country, everyone who loved football and was involved in it, but to repeat that, it's even more difficult. Now we are no underdog anymore. Now teams know us. We are well known by opponents. And we saw it in the last AFCON before us. Madagascar, Burundi, they were there, but they couldn't qualify for the 2022 AFCON. And even a big nation with a lot of money and budget like South Africa wasn't there. So it's not a given to qualify. Our aim is to qualify. We have the ambition to be frequently there. But we have to be also realistic. We are still Gambia. We are still a small football nation compared to other nations and limited in budget. We have the quality, but you need a dose of luck, and we will work for that. We are in a group with three respected countries. I know that many people look down to a country like South Sudan, but if you look to their infrastructure, their stadium, the improvements, they have a lot of players playing all over the world, in the United States, in Australia, but also in Europe. This is not anymore the country from 10 years ago, and South Sudan is always competing in the qualifiers, didn't qualify, and probably they are now the smallest country. But the two opponents, Congo Brazzaville, is still about 20 positions better than us on the FIFA ranking. Their professional players play also in good leagues, and naturally Mali, a team what is 85 positions better than us. It's top country in African football. They were so close to compete on World Cup level. So we are a country respected. We have the aim to qualify, but we will have to focus game in, game out, and it's not only us. The planning of qualification is not only related to players, to staff, to coaches, to tactics. It has to do from, can you play your home matches at home? It has related to which hotels, the travel time. If we ask to play games on a certain date, if these dates get changed, it has influence on our work and rest rates. Players need to recover. I hear that people were complaining about the Congo-Brazzaville game and saying that players were tired and not fit. Yeah, if you play on Saturday in Senegal against South Sudan, and you have to fly on Saturday night, the whole night to Casablanca, and you have to fly on Sunday night, the whole night to Congo Brazzaville. That means that the players didn't sleep for 2 nights in a hotel, but 2 nights in a plane. And then you have to play on Wednesday a game when the opportunity was there to play that game maybe 8 days later. This has influence on the game. This was professional football. Work, rest rates, hotels, transport, everything has influence on the result, and we have to lift up the level for all of us if we want to qualify, because our opponents are very professional. They have private planes, they have also top quality players. It's not, like I said, a given to qualify, but I'm very confident in my players. I'm very confident in the support of the federation. And if we keep on focused, we have still 4 games. The most important games for me are South Sudan away and Congo Brazzaville home. We need to try to win these games. That are the 2 last games. That would mean that we have 9 points, and then we have to see in Mali, home and away, that we can steal points from them, and then between 10 and 12 points would be sufficient to qualify. But it won't be easy.
Yes, certainly. Omar, I mean, as somebody who actually went to the Africa Cup of Nations as a player, I mean, how would you reflect back on the AFCON? And what are some of the things you people would like to do, or the commitment you people would like to put up as players to ensure that you return and play the AFCON again, the preparedness?
Yeah, it was, we did a great tournament. No one expected us to be that good, But I think, we really work hard for this, because since the first day we didn't have all the resources, I mean, we deserve. But still, we kept going, with the help of the coach. So obviously, it was a really long and rough journey, So I think because of that journey, it made us, I mean, maybe it made us even stronger, thinking that, okay, maybe with all these tough times, we have a chance to make something great, not for only ourselves, but for also the Gambia, because sometimes we travel 2 days, 3 days, We went to Qatar for training camp. It was a very, very rough one, It was a tough one. I personally, it was really tough for me. So, and then going into the tournament, we face, other kind of difficulties that you wouldn't even understand. It exists in African football. So obviously, with all those things, I think it even made us stronger. I think it made us stronger. So yeah, we did great, but then now that was in the past. So we want to write something new, because some players left and we have some other new players. So obviously, everybody want to be part of history. You know, everybody want to do something great for themselves or for the country. So obviously we have this motivation once again, even though, you know, we had a good start against Sudan, and then Congo was not easy, but it's always tough. I think, you know, the people above us should do better for us, you know. Sometimes, you know, we don't say all these things, but we deserve something better. You know, we can't have everything at the same time, but we deserve, you know, something better, you know. So obviously with that, you know, with that kind of motivation, I think we can even reach the World Cup. We don't have resources, but, you know, you can see we are trying every day, every game we are trying. Without resources, imagine if we have everything, you know. So obviously they can, yeah, they can do better, obviously. And with that motivation, I think, you know, even without that motivation, we are doing good. Moreover, if we have something better, for example, the stadium, you know, every game we play is away. So on paper, it's maybe 30% you have to win this away game. So obviously, it means every game we are playing away. Our game against Sudan, we won, but we still play away. You know, so obviously they can do better.
Better, yeah. So as players, I mean, how is it like for you people? I mean, to play without the home support. I know you in the past AFCON qualifiers, you went out there, you get better results in Angola. You went out there, you get better results away. But now playing away from the home supporters, how does it feel like for you people when you're on the field?
Well,
It never reflects on the results. We always see good performance from the players when they go out there. But now to play away from the home supporters, I mean, you were there when the Gambia played Algeria. I mean, the place was overcrowded, almost there. In the last game against Angola, I mean, it was the same thing. So having to go away from such atmosphere as players on the pitch, does that in any way have anything?
yeah, sometimes we face a lot of difficulties on the road, you know, but when we get onto the pitch, we don't want to show this to our people. You know, no matter whatever they gave us, we always try to appreciate it. But when we get onto that pitch with these colors, I mean, there's no turning back.
Yeah, I know.
So we always before the game, either the coach or I or somebody else will say, let's forget whatever happens, and now it's time to do something, to make history, or to do something for the Gambia. So people see us on the TV, some will say he's tired, he's not good, he's this, but they don't know what it's
What
behind the
you
scenes.
pay is true, yeah.
It's never easy, it's never easy, but whatever happens, we always leave it behind and then try to do something, because we know, I mean, 2 million plus people are watching, or they are listening. So obviously, this is not for us; it's for them.
I know.
So,
I know.
yeah. So I mean, yeah. But each and every one of us, you know, we have because we know Gambia is a small country, and you know, we are still not there yet. But we always want to do something to make us. For people to see us, you know, for people to see this small country, oh, they have potential also. You know, it always pays off, because now you could see 3 years ago how many players signed in Europe. So, you know, with the growth of the national team, I think it can also help a lot of people behind. You know, like we have a lot of talent in the country, but to go outside is always difficult. So with the national team going up, I mean, it paved way for a lot of players. So obviously, you know, it's always a proud moment for each and every one of us to represent the Gambia. And yeah, so whatever happens, you know, we always leave it behind. But when we get onto the pitch,
Focus on getting
yes, so playing away, our home games away is also it's not easy. But you know, whatever happens, you know, we will always try to represent the Gambia and do everything we could. So at least to qualify, it's not easy. Yeah, we lost against Congo, but you could see we lost in the 75th or 74th minute. But you know, they are criticizing us, but we had a long road to get there. You know, so we always try. Yeah, exactly. But it's 1-0. We lost 1-0, and we played away. So obviously, it's not our intention to lose a game. we always want to win, especially now. Now we have a big burden on our heads because we went to the quarterfinals of the AFCON. So obviously that will put a little pressure on us, but still, we should know that we are Gambia, we are not Senegal or Egypt like these big power countries. So they should also know we are building up the team and the country. So it's always step by step. You don't jump from 1 to 10, it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously, our target is to qualify for the next
Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
this is our target.
Yeah. So Tom, Omar talks about some of the challenges. You as a coach, you are in charge of all this. I know you sometimes have a lot of pressure on your head. You have to deal with the players. You have to deal with the plans to put in place, the technique, the tactics, and all those things. So as far as your plan to return to the Africa Cup of Nations is concerned, are you having all the support and compliance, you need from the federation and the government? You laugh.
Yeah, no, Omar addressed it already. I think, first of all, the importance of playing at home is huge. And
Yeah.
we qualified last time at home, even though the stadium was not always allowed to be crowded because of COVID, but it's also coming on home soil. We are Gambians, we want to come home, return home, be with our family, our friends, our people.
Yeah.
In the hotel we know, in the food we know, the atmosphere, the weather, the circumstances we know.
Yeah.
So it's very important, that home feeling. And
Exactly.
as you said, we are supported. When we played in Angola, I remember there were a lot of Gambians in Angola supporting us.
Okay.
And that helps also. And we know that support is always there, even in Senegal, even if it's less than in Gambia, they are there. But it's more than that. It's also fantastic for the players to return home. They live the whole year abroad. And for them, it's also something of returning to their motherland, and it gives an extra boost. And I think we have to work on that. If we can face Mali and Congo Brazzaville at home, it will be a very big advantage, because we noticed the difficulties of playing in Senegal, where we had a hotel an hour from the stadium, where we had to travel 36 hours to get from Senegal to Congo Brazzaville with 2 nights. So that are things, also the days, the planning. If we can have the opportunity to stay longer, because FIFA allow it us, use the extra dates. Even if it costs 2 days more hotel costs, use it, because the recovery time, these are professional players, these are not robots, these are people who in their clubs get top treatment, they play, they stay in hotels, they get top treatment, but treatment is also rest, is also the time to recover. You can say players are not fit, but players are fit if they have the scientific time to recover. And these details, it's important that we listen to that we try to do that, because travel time, match planning when we can play, and possibility to play at home are crucial in achieving our goals. On the pitch, I see a lot of quality, and I see always returning new players. It's amazing, and Omar already addressed it. I think the last 3 years, so many Gambians. I have a list of over 150 Gambians who play currently abroad.
Does that give you, a selection headache when it comes to inviting players? Because you have a lot of players.
Yeah.
You go to every league, you have players playing in the top first division, second division,
Yeah.
third division league.
It gives a pleasant headache. I mean, you can complain that you don't have quality players. I cannot complain that I don't have quality players.
Yeah.
All my Gambian players in my selection, but also players who are out of the selection, have the level to represent the country and do well. The only thing is that you can't please everyone. I mean, if you work in a country with 5 top players and the rest are mediocre, the fans say, okay, the 5 top players are there, we are happy. Now in Gambia, we have 40, 50 top players, and there will be fans, there will be journalists who prefer one or the other player in the selection, and I fully understand that. That's the beauty of football. I always say, if I was cricket coach or a baseball coach, no one will tell me what to do, because no one is interested in it. Football, everyone played football, everyone loves football, and I think it's good that Gambians have their opinion. It doesn't have to be the same opinion as us, but they have to know that we have a game plan. I mean, I cannot leave left defender out because because he plays second division somewhere and replace him by a striker from
yeah.
another league. I mean,
I
we
know.
have a tactical plan. We know exactly what is needed. We are limited in selection of 23 players, and we need to have for every position alternatives. So players are not always selected based on quality, but on the need we need. A type of player, I mean, you need 3 goalkeepers,
Yeah.
you need central defenders, wing backs, you need every position. And Gambia has the luxury that we have a lot of offensive players. Probably we can have 5, 6 central strikers who could make it in the national team, but we play only with 1, so we need 2 or 3 maximum in the selection. We have about 10 to 12 top wingers. We have maybe 6 or 7 in the selection because it's a position you change, but it means you leave some wingers out, and that's the part of the job, but I don't see it as a headache. I mean, for me it's a big honor and a pleasure to work with this team, with these players. I'm supported by a fantastic coaching staff, supporting team, and a fantastic federation who give me the freedom to work. We discuss everything, they are aware of everything in advance before journalists or the public know it, and we discuss everything, and together we are a team with only one goal: to do the best for the Gambian fans, because the celebrations we give them after the success, starting with the Algeria game 1-1, and from then so many victories and so many pleasant moments in qualification in AFCON. We want to repeat that. I mean, we are proud Gambians and we want to repeat the success, and every step we take, and sometimes it doesn't give the deserved result, but every step we take, we give to only with one intention: to be successful. But we know that there is a part of stress, but that's part of the game, and that's the stress we love, and we will do everything to succeed.
Do you want to go back and start playing your home games in the Gambia? You have fans calling, roaring, "Hey, Coach Tom, we want Omar Colley to come on. Coach, we want Badamosi to come on. Coach, we want this, we want this." They will be shouting behind you. You want to go back and play?
To be honest, during games, we never experience that, because the moment the boys are on the pitch, and I think some Gambian fans forget something. People shout who I have to select, but no one tell me who I don't have to select. If you shout for a striker who is not there, I give you an example. Before our game against Angola 2021, crucial game to qualify, March 2021, since February, the public, some journalists started to call for another striker who was performing well. But our main striker, who is the most successful striker in history of Gambian football, Hassan Cisse, he reads that, he hears that. So if we would call for someone else, it shows lack of respect for the boys who are selected. I didn't select any Chinese player, I didn't select any Argentinian player. All the boys who are selected are Gambians.
Exactly.
And we have to support our Gambians, because if you only ask for others, the players who are selected say, the fans, do they not see I'm also good? And Hassan Cisse, I had to talk before the crucial match the day before to him from, you are my number one. And he scored the winning goal against Angola, and he guided us to qualification. So by calling, maybe you try to punish me, maybe you're trying to put me under pressure, but you put also players under pressure. Because the 23 boys who are selected, they are proud to represent the country. They are proud to be chosen to be there. Support the players who are invited. You feel free to love and to support other players, no problem. But the moment there's a selection made, don't ask always for others, because all the boys who are selected are Gambians who will do everything for the Gambia and need everyone's support.
Yeah, I know you people are very busy, but Omar, I mean, as players, how are you people discussing about doing everything, fighting to the end, and so you qualify to the Africa Cup of Nations? And what will be your message to the Gambian population, the fans, the government, and the federation?
There's nothing to talk about with the players, first of all, because this is our motto. We have to qualify for the next AFCON.
Yeah, everyone believe that and put that at the back of their mind.
Period, yes.
Yeah.
I know it's never easy. We have a tough group, but this is the team motto. We must make it to the next AFCON, because we don't just want to go there and be present. Okay, Gambia is here for the first time, and then we'll see maybe. I know some are saying maybe, but this is our motto. So the next thing I would like to say to the Gambian fans is that I know it's never easy to see your team losing or struggling or whatsoever, but you know, we are all one country. You know, we are all the Gambia. So obviously, let them just keep on praying for us and know that we players, we don't want to lose any game. Every game we play, we want to win and put the Gambia flag high up there. You know, a few years ago we were, I don't know, 180 or 170, or I don't know. But look, today we are 120 something, and this is a big opportunity for other players. So obviously we need your support, even though not everyone will be satisfied with what the coach says, selection and other things. But you know, they just have to, you know, forget all those things, and we come together as one country, just as like we did in the AFCON. The whole country was like this. This even made us, I mean, even bigger. It give us motivation, because we are always on the phone, checking Twitter, Facebook. You know, this even made us bigger. So if we all come together, like the Gambia, we all we have the same thing in our hearts. We want to have success. We want to prosper. So let us leave everything behind and come together, support the team, and moreover the coach. Because what he did in the Gambian history, I mean, you could say, exactly, you could say we are so defensive. But I've been in the national team for over 10 years. We always play nice football, but we've never been there. We have our own style of play, and we're going to stick to this no matter what. I will support the coach 100%, all the players, we are behind him, you know. Sometimes it's not nice, you know, I wouldn't be happy, okay, we are defending, but this is our style, and we're going to continue playing like this. Yeah, and then, the last thing is that let them just keep on praying for us, because we are all Gambians, and, you know, we are playing abroad as well, so each and every one of us want to have a long career with good health and prosperity, so let them just keep on praying for each and every one of us, and we're going to make them proud, inshallah. Our motto is to go to the next AFCON, and hopefully in the World Cup. So thank you for everything.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom. Omar just talk about your tactics. I mean, at the training ground, I can hear you telling the players they are not dangerous in their half. So you stay there. You Jai, you move there. Suleiman, you position yourself there. They are not dangerous. Allow them, when they come in, go on them. You attack them. You try to dispossess them. And I think that has been a justified strategy in the AFCON, as we saw. You went all the way to the quarterfinals. That's the style that people don't understand. It's something that you understand, your players understand, and it's working very right for you.
Yeah, let me say that people are spoiled a little bit all over the world by seeing Manchester City or Barcelona playing. But how many teams in the world play like them and be successful? I can play tiki-taka. I can play with 5 strikers, but lose like Gambia did in the past. So I told my players from the start, we have the choice. We celebrate 90 minutes and we cry after the game, or maybe we cry 90 minutes, but we celebrate after the game. And I think the celebrations we had in the hotels, the celebrations the fans had at home, that justify sometimes not the best way of football. But we have a strategy. It's different than now at town football or others, but it's more at stake. I mean, we play against strong opponents. We don't play against easy opponents. In football, international football, you see that even in Europe. You see that yesterday just before the World Cup, Belgium losing from Egypt. Belgium is number 2 in the world. Egypt is around 40 or something in the world. There are no easy games. So we chose that. We have very good strikers. We have a lot of offensive powers. But if you don't concede goals, you need to score 1 goal to win. And we are successful in that. We don't need always ball possession, because if you have ball possession and play attacking football, you give opportunities for opponents, and that we try to minimize. And we are here not to play nice football. We are here to go for our goal, that's to qualify, and we are sportsmen. We want to win every match. We never play to lose or to draw. We want to win every match, and in that winning every match, our aim is to qualify for every tournament. We wrote history, but we are not satisfied yet. We want more, and we want to give more to Gambian people, and we are not yet Senegal. Look to where these players play. But look also how many years Senegal is building this.
Yeah,
Senegal is
exactly.
not a team what Aliou Cisse made in the last 8 years.
Yeah.
Bruno Metsu was in 2002 already in the
Yeah.
quarterfinal and beat France on the World Cup. Senegal has a history so much longer than us. So give us the time to develop our football. Hopefully, inshallah, maybe in 5 to 10 years, we have so many players and are so strong that we also can play attacking football and win. But the first goal is to win and qualify. And if we can play good football, yes, I'm supporting it. But in the first goal, we want to win and win every match and celebrate after the games. That's the aim.
Cry in the game and celebrate at the end.
We don't-
Finally.
yeah, we don't need to cry, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
I mean,
understand.
sometimes you have
I
fun during the
understand, you
match,
know, yeah, I
and,
know.
and you lose the games.
I know.
So I prefer to be successful. Atletico Madrid doesn't
Yeah,
play always
at the
nice
end.
football, but
Yeah.
they win. Chelsea
Mourinho.
won their only Champions League with not so nice football.
Mourinho
Mourinho,
is the same
so we can play nice football,
Yeah.
but be number 3 in the group. I prefer to qualify with maybe not so nice football,
Well
but let's
done.
be back on the tournament, and then we can celebrate again together after the matches.
Finally, what message do you have for the Gambian population, from the president down under everyone is watching?
Yeah, first of all, I think the Scorpions are maybe the biggest ambassadors for the country, for the beautiful country, for the smiling coast of Africa, the Gambia. And football is something what everyone loves, the 2 million plus people love, from every grandmother to every child. Everyone loves football, and we are there to make everyone proud. But alone we can't do it. We need support from government, from federation, from the fans, and we will do everything what's possible together with the teams, together with the staff, to make everyone proud again. Because we are proud to be Gambian. Let's do it together.
Tom Sanfe, the coach for the Gambia national team, and Omar Kole, the team captain.
But I have a question for you, sorry. So, do you like our playing style?
Yeah, personally, initially, at first, I was not a fan of it. But when I realized the way things were going, gradually, slowly, and it's getting us the result, I was very happy. And I wrote an article even about Tom's style of play. And stated that the style he used, as per the result of the African Cup of Nations, it has greatly been justified as a successful strategy. It's a pleasure having you people on this platform, and you reminded that you're watching the Multisports show on the Gambia radio and television services. We are producing this special edition from the Turkish city of Antalya, where the Scorpions of the Gambia come for a training. We'll go with a short break. Well, welcome back to the Multisports. So as we promised before the break that in the second part of the program, we'll have the Executive Director of the National Sports Council, Marcel Mendy, and Ibu Fai, the manager of national teams at the Gambia Football Federation, the second Vice President for that matter as well. Welcome to both of you to this special edition of the Multisports. So for the first time, we are recording it outside the Gambia.
Well, thank you, and it's a pleasure to be the first time it's happening.
Yes, Marcel, welcome.
Like my friend and colleague here said, it's a pleasure, always to be part of something happening for the first time, particularly something that is happening for a good reason. So we are happy and quite grateful to be here with you.
Yes, so Marcel, I'm starting with you. We are here for a training camp, which is entirely funded by the government. I mean, we know the Gambia were in the Africa Cup of Nations. I mean, there was close collaboration from the government coming down to the federation and other stakeholders. And they are on the same course again. The quest is still continuing. So tell us some of the commitments the government is putting in place to ensure that, the national team return to the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us one more time. Like you rightly said, government has been collaborating with the Gambia Football Federation through the National Sport Council, and we've been working together, and we will continue to work together because the national federations are responsible for the management of national teams, but national teams belong to government. So therefore, the two have to, work together and collaborate and meet and talk, as much as possible. And that is what has been happening. And I can tell you for free that that is one of the reasons, why we have gotten this far in our sport, not only football. And we hope to continue doing that. We hope to build on that so that together we can achieve even greater things, going to the World Cup, winning as well in some other sport. I mean, that is our dream. If other countries can do it, why not us? But it just calls for, a lot of work, a lot of collaboration, a lot of partnership. And that is what we are doing. And we hope together, we can achieve even greater things.
Yeah, thank you. So, Mr. Fai, you are the manager of the national teams. Tell us the roles and responsibilities of the Gambia Football Federation when it comes to the national team, football team for that matter.
Well, our role is very clear because normally football is under the Football Federation, and we administer the coach who is appointed by the ministry, and then the coach will select his staff, select his players, and then we organize training camps and matches, together with the ministry, where they comes in to fund, finance the national teams. But what we normally offer is the administrative and the technical aspect of it, and we have been able to do it. It has happened so many years ago, and it will continue to happen after us. And so we continue to work together for the interest and for the common good of the Gambia.
We are all here, as part of the training camp. The training camp of the national team, that is the Scorpions. You've been here, Marcel have been here, I've been here. Tell us your impression about this training camp generally. And from the federation's level, how do you rate its importance?
Very important, because these training camps give opportunity to coach to test new players. As you know, we have 4 new players in, and you're able to look at them and see how they fit within the team, going forward. Also, it enable the coach to also start preparing for our matches, because without getting your team together is always a challenge to go to matches and start selecting players. Because you can see that the base of the team is still there, but he will bring 1 or 2 players, or this time around 4 players, who have been performing this season with their clubs to join the team. We're missing some players, which is a setback, about 4 players. We also have some challenges of playing 2 matches, because the reason we wanted to come here is to play 2 matches. We had other offers to play 1 match, but unfortunately coming here is a big challenge with the new visa regulations of the Turkish that have caused 2 national teams not able to come here. But we are lucky. Our team manager did well in making sure that the players get their visa on time, and all of us. So we are here. We'll play only 1 match against Guinea-Bissau. Is a top team, and it will enable us to test ourselves and prepare well.
Yes, and so Marcel, you are here as the eye, the mouth, and the ear of the government, from the accommodation going down to the training programs. If you are to assess it, how would you assess it? Tell us your impression as well.
Yeah, like I said in earlier interviews, everything is going on very well, to be honest. The hotel is, is top level. The hotel is top notch. It's a 5-star hotel, and
exactly.
A 5-star hotel in this part of the world certainly, will be of top class. So the players are happy. The technical staff is happy, so we are good. That is as far as government, as far as the Ministry, the National Sport Council is concerned. We want to be sure that people that are involved in national team preparation are satisfied with what is being offered to them. And the fact that the feedback we are getting is quite positive, so we are good with that. Talking about the technical bit of it, more often than not, I don't want to get into that because I'm not technically inclined. But from a layman point of view,
exactly.
I think it's all good, and the way I see the players, the environment, is quite good, and I can see they are quite committed. They are quite happy. You could see even from the way they joke with each other and all of that. So everything is good as far as I can see. Talking about the importance of the training camp, like Fai earlier mentioned, this training camp is overwhelmingly important for the fact that this is the last FIFA window we have before our match against Mali. So this is a golden opportunity for the coach and all of those that are involved in the technical preparation of the team to ensure that they see the players that they hope to use in March when they play against Mali, and try whatever formulas they want to try, try whatever tactique they want to try, and bring the team together and even build on the already cordial relationship amongst the players and all of that. So indeed, it's quite a very important training camp, and that is why government went against all odds to ensure that there is funding for this training camp. Indeed, it's quite important, and we want to commend all those that contributed to ensuring that this training camp has come this far. Of course, the GFF, who've been managing the national team, or affairs of the national team, everything is going on well, and we are very hopeful that when we play Mali in March, we will triumph over them.
Yeah, so staying with you, one of the concerns raised by the players is the issue of trying to play at home. They said they want to play their home games in front of the home support. You are representing the government here, and your office is located right at the stadium. So give us an update with regards to the renovation, project of the Independence Stadium.
Yeah, the government, I must say, is working on that through the Ministry of Youth and Sport. We have gone so far, the issue of renovation, issue of construction, issue of building, issues that relate to the work that is required to be done at the Independence Stadium, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of processes. The processes have gone far. We have gotten to the point of even awarding the contracts and all of that. So as soon as those are, concluded, everything is concluded about that, then the work will start. I mean, that is how far we have gone. The good thing is that government has been able to raise the funds. So it's just a question of, concluding on the processes that, lead to identifying or awarding contracts, after which the works will start. But I can assure you that very soon the works will start, so that we can have at least some temporal approval. Then we can have our matches played at home. This is the plan, this is the intention, and this is what government is working towards.
Mr. Fai, you are the manager of the Independence Stadium on the side of the Federation. I mean, what more would you like to tell us? I mean, how concerned is the Federation that the Gambia has to play their games outside?
Well, I'm more concerned as the general manager than being in the stadium, than being the GFF,
Yeah,
I know. I'm appointed to manage the facility, where the government provide the funds for the renovation. I think, as Marcel have said, everything is done. We only have a challenge of, which is a bottleneck of more of administrative in terms of the internal audit of the ministry to clear it, and then works can start. And we are doing everything. We have to give credit to the minister, who is doing everything to make sure that the works complete, so that we can play at home. The GFF can only come in if the matches cannot be played at home. Then they can try another plan B, which is to play outside, which is not what we want. It is not what Gambia wants. So all of us wants to play at home. So we are working hard to make sure that that aspect, that administrative bottleneck is cleared, so that our match even if we don't play with fans, we'll still have to play at home. It's our environment, is in the Gambia, is everything. So it's much better than playing away. Playing away is expensive and very difficult.
Yeah, that is what I was even coming to, because I can imagine taking the team to Senegal or taking them to Morocco. You have to put everything entirely. Your home games, taking them away, that will be a lot of cost on the government, Marcel, we can say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like Fai said, it's going to be very costly playing away matches, not only financially, but it will cost us a lot, because the fans will have to travel. I mean, you go into a different environment. You will not be comfortable there. You play. I mean, it's more or less playing even away, even though you call it your home match. But it's more or less playing away. your home match. So it's very costly, but not only in terms of monies, but every aspect of it you look at. And that is why we're doing everything humanly possible to ensure that come March, we play our match at home. Whatever it takes, the ministry is working so hard to ensure that everything is completed and completed as soon as possible, so that the work that is needed to be done is done and completed even before then, so that we are sure we will play our home match at home. It's been tough, but I think we have gone a long way, and hopefully the works will start soon.
Yes, so we are being signaled that we have some couple of minutes left on our time. But before we go, how is it like? I mean, having the national television to come here and partner with the Gambia Football Federation media, and tomorrow's game is going to be, a collective work. They will join the cameras to ensure that they give a clean and clear feed to the Gambian people on a daily basis. Reports are being sent, trying to update the people about what is happening here, the level of the technical preparation, the tactical preparation. How does it feel? I mean, and here we are recording a special segment, and we have series of interviews with the players that are all going to be aired. How does it feel having the national TV around the national team?
I mean, it's absolutely overwhelmingly important. This is what we need. I say this all the time, and I'm sure my brother and colleague here says it all the time. For us to get to where we want to get to, all of us have to work together. We have to have all hands on deck. It doesn't matter whether you are GFF or you are National Sport Council or Ministry or GRTS or whatever or wherever you belong to. So long as you are in the Gambia, so long as you work in the Gambia, so long as you sleep and wake up in the Gambia, this should be your interest. All of us have got something to contribute towards ensuring that we do well. So this is what is important. We are very pleased to have the RTS here. Thanks for your collaboration and your support, collaborating with the ministry, collaborating with the GFF to be here so that we are able to do this thing. We are quite pleased to have you, and look forward to even having more media houses collaborating with the government or with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, so that they can follow the team and together work with the GFF media team and whatsoever media team in order to be able to show what happens in training camps, because it is important that people know what is here. It's not just enough for people to know that the team is gone for a training camp, but it's important people know what takes place there, so that they will be convinced of the need for the training camp. These are very, very important things. Of course, I am not speaking for the GFF, but coming from the National Sport Council and the Ministry of Youth and Sport, I know training camps are overwhelmingly important in preparing teams, not only football, all teams for that matter, towards competitions. So we are quite pleased really with this partnership and with this collaboration. I look forward to, even a closer relationship with all media houses back home. Thank you.
Maybe before I would like to add anything to that.
It's a wonderful partnership. We are just overwhelmed by it, and seeing you here with us, going out every day, you sending information to Gambia every day. It's something that all Gambians want. It's our national television. We have to be happy about it. And I know Mr. Jeng, the managing director, is a man of drive, passion. And, we work together. It's our collective interest for the Gambian people. And, we hope that this continues in all our training camps, so that nothing will be hidden from the Gambian public. Because you are here, you have seen here
everything. Exactly.
So nobody will tell you anything. And you are sending information back home. People are seeing what is happening, not only from the side of the GFF, but from your side too. So it's a wonderful partnership.
Finally, before we wrap up this program, what will be your final message to the Gambians as far as the Gambia's, the Scorpions' quest for a return to the Africa Cup of Nations is concerned?
Yeah, on the side of the GFF, we want to make the AFCON our home. We have to continue to be represented at the AFCON. We have set a high standard. Whether we can repeat that standard is something else. But going to AFCON, it should be our highest target. And then, all our energy together with the ministry and all the Gambian people is to go back to the AFCON. And we have a big opportunity to go back. We have the players, we have the coach, we have the organization, we have the support from government. So, just come in here, manifest that, the support is there, the courage is there. We are eager to go back to the AFCON. So, we continue to strive to achieve that, and definitely I think we'll achieve that.
Finally, Marcel, before I let go of you people, what more would you like to add to the conversation or the discussion?
Well, I mean, just to thank you and to thank the GRTS management for the collaboration, collaborating with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, with a view to ensuring that you come here and, show what is happening here and send reports back home. We are quite pleased and satisfied. Again, just to repeat what I had said, that national teams belong to the country, they belong to everybody. It's not just enough for us to sit back and continue to criticize. We must also take some time to find, to reflect on what and how we can contribute towards ensuring the development, towards ensuring the advancement of national teams. Yeah, it is true there are people who are solely responsible for this, but it doesn't necessarily mean that all the responsibility should be left on the shoulders of those people. I mean, it is too heavy a burden to be left on the shoulders of people. So everybody, should find a way of contributing and supporting national teams, not only football, not only volleyball, not only whatever, not only senior team, but every Gambian national team should be supported, and that should be supported by all Gambians and everybody, be you in the media, be you in the business, be you in the private sector, be you in the government, be you in whatever. All of us have a responsibility to ensure that we support our teams. So this is just a call on everybody, and I hope that people will listen and take heed of this. If we really want to get to where we want to get to the World Cup, and all of those things, we all have to, to contribute some way, somehow. So I want to thank everybody for being there, and as we forge ahead and struggle and fight towards ensuring next qualification, we want everybody out there, to remember our national teams, and in this case, football, in their prayers, because that is also required, that is also important in this quest, so that we can get there and continue to be there. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I hope we can extend this conversation, but time is forcing us to close this edition of the Multisports. So here, it has been myself, Arabaji, as the host, together with Marcel Mende, Executive Director of National Sports Council, Ibufai, the second Vice President and the manager of the national teams at the Gambia Football Federation. It's been great having you people on the show here. So we're going to draw the curtains here. We hope we can have another special edition of the Multisports show outside the Gambia. Until then, thank you for being out there.